Good morning, everybody. It is really early on Tuesday, July the 14th. It's about 7:10, and I am here working in my studio. So, quick update, didn't do anything whatsoever over the weekend. Since I'm back into my regular work schedule, I have been reserving my weekends for just chilling out, catching up on sleep. The last two Saturdays, I've just been sleeping all day Saturday. Like, I would sleep in, I'd wake up, I'd eat, I'd watch a bunch of stuff, and then I would like nap throughout the day. So it's just because during the week I have been waking up fairly early to go to work and also to work in the studio. So that's what my weekend has been. And then Sunday I just do some art if I feel like it. And then on my 2 studio days I really kind of go hard. I try to anyway. And then I do my Patreon doodles at night. So over I think the last studio day I had, and maybe Friday night, I was working on a new comic that I will be releasing for free eventually, kind of like my zine. I like to squeeze into tight places, so I'm kind of gonna do that too with this one that I'm working on. I have the pages laid out in front of me. My schedule for work this week is a bit off, so I will be actually having a studio day on Friday. Today's studio day, and then another on Friday, and then I'm at work Wednesday and Thursday, so I'll be really busy. And in terms of studio vlog content, I won't have the chance to film much, so I'm gonna try and film as much as I can today. The biggest thing we're gonna film today is I am going to work on the cover with you guys. I sketched out a couple of ideas last night, but we're going to flesh it out today together. So we'll work on that together. And then the other thing I wanted to get started on is the Patreon packages, which is the Busy Bee sticker set. On Friday, I received my sticker paper, which is over there, from Online Labels. I bought weatherproof matte sticker paper, and then clear matte sticker paper, and then just regular sticker paper. So I'm excited to try the weatherproof matte. I already don't like it just from the look of it because it's too similar to the gloss, except it's matte. But we'll see how it absorbs the colors. Maybe it'll be better than the white gloss, but I'm gonna do that later today. Gonna get started on that. I want to get this comic done this week and have it out next weekend. Oh, next week. So yeah, let me just quickly show you. I just sketched them out on paper. So here's one page right here. This is the first page. Yeah, I won't show you the insides, but you will be seeing the cover. And right now, one of the one of the winning sketches would be this. It's very rough. And the title of this new comic is Be Like Blood. It's horror, but not really. Sometimes when I'm working on these comics, I intend them to be horror, but sometimes in the end they don't turn out to be that way. As I've been working on comics, and I feel like I've created quite a bit, and I always think about them, and I still have all my comics on Patreon that I'm still kind of working on. I was thinking last night of maybe abandoning the idea of making it into a book. I find that I don't like working on long projects for too long because I get too bored. And even though I have made the graphic novel project on Patreon something where I work on short stories, having something in sketch mode for so long is really bothering me. I really want to finish the stories right away. So that's my problem with it. But I think I'm gonna kind of put that in the backseat for now and finish up this new one that I'm quite excited for. It's one of those comics that I wrote that I don't really think is that good. I don't think it's good, but I want to finish it, and that's a main thing in my work, is if I start something, I really want to finish it, even though I've started a couple of sketches, like you've seen in a couple vlogs where I never finished the painting. But comics are a different story sometimes. I really want to finish them. So I talked for too long. I'm going to get the pages. I'm gonna sketch out a few more ideas that we can work with, and then I don't know how I'm going to work on this with you guys. I'll probably work on it on my drawing table. It's 7:15 right now. We have run out of milk today, so I can't have coffee with milk. So at around, I don't know, 7:45, I'm gonna go out, walk to the grocery store and get some milk so I can have coffee throughout the day. But yeah, that's something. Yeah, so all the interior pages are done, unless I have to add a page or two, which usually happens towards the end of the sketching process. But that's it, and then here are my ideas for the cover here. It's actually quite cool weather-wise today. The forecast says it's 20 degrees outside, so when I go for the store, I'm actually going to change into pants because I'm wearing shorts. So yeah, it's quite nice. I don't have my fans on. It's slightly warm in here. Oh, my window's closed. I had opened my window. Maybe it's good to be closed because it can get really loud here with the cars passing by. So anyway, just wanted to say that. Nice break from the heat. So yeah, I am gonna sketch now. Here's what I have so far for the cover. I'm doing it on Photoshop so I can edit it, and then I'll print it out and I will be doing it traditionally. So yeah, it's 8 o'clock now though, so I'm gonna head over to the store, have a nice quick walk, get some milk, and then I'll be back before 9. So yeah, let's go. Need my fanny pack. Ooh, it's funny, I haven't really been putting on makeup because I've been wearing my mask every day to go out, but I put on actual blush today and lipstick. So oh yeah, I have to change into pants. I need my wallet though. I don't think I'll bring the camera because it'll just be a quick trip, but yeah. There's gonna be lipstick on my mask unless I wipe this off. So kind of want to see if it's the same size as Dental Plan. I originally had it as a smaller size, but I want to keep my sizes consistent. My comics, most of them I want them to be like this. So slightly bigger, but I can adjust it. It's still good. Alright, let's transfer this. Alright, so I'm actually going to use my light box, so I didn't need my ring light, but I have to trace this into a much cleaner version. My light box is so dirty. Okay, let's plug it in. Maybe I'll just spend the whole day today on this, finishing up the interior pages as well, because those still have to be lined. But I've been trying to spend a lot of time working on the title page because that's the last thing I usually work on, it is the last thing I'm working on, and I don't spend much time on it. So I'm going to spend a fair amount of effort. Some washi tape just to hold it down. This might take a couple of tries, as is usual with my work, my line art. And I'm using a red Prismacolor. You can't see that right now, but that's what we're using. Okay, I'm not even gonna go with pencil. I'm just gonna go in with this. Sharpen it first. Alright. Okay. I don't know if I want to add the blood dripping from the scales. I might add that in post. And I still don't know what I want to do with the wolf. Oh, I already fucked up. I don't know if it's gonna be like a red, like a solid color like I have in here, or if I'm going to add texture to it. So my lines here, I don't even know. I already don't like it. I feel like the lines are way too thin. But I am going to shade it like you see in here on Photoshop. But I still want my lines to look good. Anyway, this is probably going to be trashed. I'm prepared for this. I'm going to, I can't even see the sketch here. It's okay. Now that I've used the tip more, it's a little bit, it's not as sharp, which is actually, I like that more. Okay, let's see how many times I do this. Okay, I don't like how the face is turned out. Eesh. So, there's way too many lines happening. I should just not do that. What if I use the paper tube doesn't have as much tooth. If I use a black one, I can just go over it with red on Photoshop anyway, so I don't have to really use this red Prisma from the beginning. I can just use another black, another pencil color. It doesn't even have to be black. Okay, well, I might like that better actually. Okay. This one does not smudge. Cool. Yeah, so this one allows me to have thicker lines. Sometimes the Prismacolor, it's too waxy, and I don't like that look. Yeah, I kind of like that better. All right, I'm gonna try it again. So this was first pass. I don't really. Okay, I'll get another piece of paper. All right, let's try this again. Sometimes you have to kind of push through the beginning stages, because this, just turning off the light box and I see the lines and I'm like, that doesn't look good. Well, it doesn't look complete yet, so the full impact is not done unless I until after I transfer it over to Photoshop and actually see what's going on. So sometimes you just gotta push through, and I'm quite impatient. Alright, I'm gonna keep the lines really simple where the hands are. They're kind of like holding each other. And I'll put the eyes. I don't mind those. It's just the mouths. Okay, I'm gonna put the mouth. Alright, and then the wolf. Since it's gonna be solid, maybe not even, we'll see. This one's a little easier because it's just a silhouette. Maybe I'll add an ear because it looks too alien. It's a bit better. Okay, so that's going well. And then the scales. Keep on trucking here. Again, Simple is key. That's what I want. And again, I still don't know about the blood on the scales here. Okay, all right. Let's kind of add some other touches. Oh, I'm sweating. All right, let's do the line or the text. I'm gonna do the text by hand. I actually traced over a text that I found online. It's like a heavy metal text, and I traced it really roughly, so it's not totally the font. And then what I'm gonna do is I am going to adjust it as I go along. I think I'm actually going to use this for my interior lines as well, this pencil. Okay. And the thing with the font too is I can do it on other pages if I don't like this. I was going to color it in, but let me just line it first and kind of go from there. And then we'll head over to Photoshop together and kind of work with it. Well, there was a moon here, but I took it off. I can always add it back later. Color in the scales. You know what? I'm gonna try and shade the ladies in, like I have on my sketch, like that. Can't really see it, but keep going. I have more control traditionally anyway, even if it's kind of, when I say that, I feel like it's counterintuitive because I have all the tools digitally. I can zoom and everything like that, but I still feel I have more control traditionally. Does anybody feel that way too? Kind of looks a bit more organic as well. Oh yeah, that looks quite nice. There was a bit of shading here. Now there's the part where I can kind of get carried away if I'm not careful. So that's good. I feel like I need to shade the bottom side of the wolf as well. So let's do that. I'm just gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it together. Oops. Kind of like that. Very rough because it's supposed to be a furry animal anyway. Ooh, now the face. We'll just kind of do that. Cool. Now the font. I'm gonna color it in, and then I'm going to make it all red on Photoshop. Let me finish this and then I'll do it again, but without the outline first. I feel like the outline really takes it out. That way I can have two options. I like the texture of the pencil, so I want to maintain that in the final. And the cover is going to be fairly simple, just white on red, like I have on my draft. Easy printing as well, even though no one's going to buy it. It's kind of sad. I work really hard on the comics and then I release it and then I don't get anything back. It sounds kind of salty, but it's pretty much the life of a comic artist. And I really like sharing my work, but I also sometimes would like to get something back from it. I sound so salty. No pressure to people who are watching this. It's just some of the thoughts, especially with the discourse right now that's happening on Twitter about followings, and people are like, it doesn't matter if you have a lot of people following you, but if they don't spend money on you, then what's the point? Which sounds really greedy, but people equate large followings with lots of commissions, and it's not necessarily the case. So anyway, that's that whole discourse going around on Twitter, which I am not getting involved in. I never really get involved in that kind of stuff, though. I'm too much of a baby. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna do the font and then we'll scan again. Yeah, so this is what I meant by no outlines. And in terms of my name, I'm just gonna write it over and over, pretty much. So let's just write it over and over here. Usually my first try is the one I like the most. Yeah, that's not bad. Perfect. All right, let's scan everything in and then we can edit.
Of body analyzers has been questioned by the medical community because there are several variables that are just not considered. So body analyzers don't consider where fat is stored in the body. So for instance, body fat that is...
Alright, I printed out all my pages for the interiors to work on. So before I do that though, I want to have some lunch. I usually cut these off. Anyway, it's 2 o'clock and I am getting really frustrated. I think I just need to take a break. I don't even know what I'm frustrated about. I think what triggered me was because I have the fan on, my eyes are watering constantly because the fan is in my eye. So I'm just frustrated by it. So I'm gonna go have a lay down and maybe I'll be back and work on this. I think I'm on page, I don't even know, but I'm gonna take a break. It's 8:40 p.m. on Wednesday night and we are gonna be making banana bread because look at these, they're ready to go. Also, I just have no makeup on, so need a bowl. Oh, I need my other bowl. But it's currently full of grapes, so I have to get the grapes into another container. I feel like I make banana bread fairly often that I should remember how to do it now, but I always still pull out my cooking book. I got this for Christmas a really long time ago, and it actually has the banana bread recipe that I use, plus all our good food menus, which we've kept. There's like a thick stack of them in here. These are all good food recipes, plus more wedged in between. Anyway, I got this from my boyfriend's mom for Christmas, and she actually put some of her recipes that she uses here, which I haven't tried yet. This is all good food. Where's my... But then I have the banana bread recipe that I use. So I should preheat my oven. If you hear squelching sounds, I'm wearing slippers and they're making a squelching noise. Okay, I got an egg. I gotta melt this butter a bit. We don't have a microwave, so I have to use my stove top, which is not a problem. How much butter? A third of the butter. I'm just gonna guess. This might be a lot. That's okay. pretty excited to use my totally unnecessary potato masher. I don't have one of these, so eventually I'm gonna get into making mashed potatoes. Sorry, no face. But yeah, I can use these for the bananas. So I think I'm gonna mash the bananas. Mash them in here. No, I'll mash them in here. Alright. I'll just get all my ingredients. Baking soda, baking powder, chocolate chips, pecans, a new bottle of artificial vanilla, flour, sugar, salt is up there. I'm gonna add some cinnamon. So, yesterday's vlog clip was really abrupt. I totally got frustrated in the middle of the day because I was really into the zines, but then it started getting hot in the room and my internet was really wonky. So I just got frustrated and my eyes were watering. So I was fully intending to go back and keep working on the zine, but I just decided to take the day, just finish it. I did go back and do my Patreon doodles, but it was not a good day for me yesterday. And I really wanted to vlog some more, but I was just so out of it by that time. So yeah, so I'm gonna vlog as much as I can. I feel a little bit better today. It's also my period week, so that's why my mood is kind of all over the place. And usually I'm pretty good, but you know, sometimes you just kind of want to just let your emotions go. You don't want to do all that work. Bananas don't need to be mashed. I'm going to work on my dry ingredients now. Okay. Baking powder. This recipe calls for 3 bananas, but I definitely had more than that. So half a teaspoon of salt. This is the worst way to grab the salt, but I can't think of any other way. Ooh. It's totally enough. Half a cup of sugar. Oh, my butter. The butter's ready. It has to cool a bit. So, dash. Ooh, not too much. Perfect. Good. I'm gonna mix that. Now for the exciting part. Again, unnecessary. Those sounds though. It actually might be a bit more complicated than using just a fork. But once I make mashed potatoes, it'll be worth it. Not bad. Ready to pour. Oh, that's hot. The rack is too high. It's better. just all chocolate, so I don't know. Yep, a bit more. And it's done. Now I gotta let it cool. I kind of want some, but it's already late, so just let it cool and like have it tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, July the 16th. I don't know if I mentioned it, but my schedule got switched, so Thursday is again my studio day. And I have decided to try and get back into streaming stuff. I just haven't done it because my boyfriend is working from home and our internet does not handle streaming well if someone else is using the internet, which is really horrible for $50 a month plus taxes. It's really crazy. So, but I'm gonna try because I really love streaming, and I just didn't do it because, again, somebody's home all day. But I asked him if I told him I kind of wanted to go back into streaming. He said we'll kind of work it out. I'll stream on days when he's not doing his, because for work he does a lot of training over the internet, so he really needs the connection. But I'm gonna try it today. I have my table set up for traditional streaming. I did have a face cam set up, but I just realized my face cam is actually broken. I already put it away. But my other face cam, my older one, or my other webcam, my older one, it actually cracked. I noticed it, and when it connects and it does project like a video, but it keeps on flickering. And I thought at first it was my ring light, because sometimes my ring light makes stuff flicker, but it's not. It's just broken. So I really wanted to have face cam because I know people like that when people are streaming, but I don't have that right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna purchase another webcam. So anyway, I'm already sweating just trying to set this up because I haven't set it up and the cords are driving me crazy, but we'll see how this works. I don't even know if the connection will be stable. I'm the only one using it right now, but we'll see. So it's now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I did start streaming. I streamed for about 2.5 hours, less than. Usually my limit is 2 hours. I can't stream for more than 2 hours without getting tired or just like done socializing. So anyway, it went really well. The connection was fairly stable, and there were about 11, the highest amount of people who were there were like 13, but there were 12 people, 11. And yeah, thanks for joining if you were on the stream and now you are watching the vlog. So I finished inking all of my comic pages. Now the next step is to scan them all in and edit on Photoshop. So I'm gonna do that eventually today, but I think I'm going to kind of start putting my clips into the vlog so I can start editing that for tomorrow. So I'm gonna take this moment to show you, I'm sure you've seen this on Instagram, but if you don't have Instagram or Twitter, I worked on these this week. Where's my other ones? Oh, am I missing one? Ah, here it is. So I think this week I worked on these two. So there's that. Wait, how is it? Yeah. These are from my daily doodles. Worked out really nicely. And then this one was from the day before, or the day after those two, and then this one was yesterday night. So yeah, going really well. I'm really happy with how it's going. It feels like I don't know how the story is gonna end, but that's the point. I'm just gonna have to find a way, I guess. But yeah, I'm happy. I have all my sketches. I have all my sketches here. Whenever I work on a comic and I have a bunch of traditional sketches, I keep everything in one folder. I label it, the title of the comic, zine, or whatever, and then the year, and then I put all of my scratch stuff in here, all my sketches, all of my notes, all my writings, and all of my finals, which are here. All my finals that I have to scan, and then I put it into my filing cabinet. So if you're ever curious, I had a question on the stream, why don't you do that digitally? I just find doing it with like hard copies like this easier to manage. It's a bit more, I guess I'm a little bit old school in that sense. I haven't really learned how to store stuff digitally. I haven't streamlined it or found the most efficient way to do it. I kind of lose track, but from now and then I'm going to go through my filing cabinet and kind of purge a lot of my old sketches so they totally get disposed of. I don't hoard them. I try not to because I have very limited space in that filing cabinet. So yeah, eventually all of these sketches will be thrown out. So that's what happens. Yeah, I am going to try and stream again next week. I don't know if it's going to be on Thursday again or it might be on Tuesday. It's going to be whenever I'm at home, obviously, and usually probably in the morning. The only thing that might stop that is next week there might be another heat wave, so we'll see what happens. And it is now 4 o'clock. I am at the end of the vlog now, I think. I don't think I'm going to vlog anything else. This weekend I have dedicated to starting Patreon stuff, so I'm going to be doing a lot of sticker printing and cutting, and hopefully the weather is not so bad. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I don't really have much else to vlog about. I have worked on at least, I think, 4 pages of the interior pages for the comic on Photoshop. I've been editing and putting it all together, and maybe I'll work on that for the rest of the night today while the vlog exports. I'm going to be watching something on my Prime, probably another horror movie. I've been feeling like them for a while. In the last couple, I took a little break. I haven't been watching them, and then the last week or so I've been watching like tons. On Netflix, it's on Canadian Netflix, but if you're looking for like a horror movie to watch, I just watched a Korean one. It's like crime horror and it deals with cults. It's really interesting. There's some scary CGI faces that I don't really, you know, those, you know, like little kids, they have their back to the camera and then they turn around and they have a scary face, or like people who have their back to the camera and then a scary sound happens and they turn around and they have a scary face. I don't really like that effect. It's overdone, and it happened a bunch. It happens a bunch in that Korean movie that I'm gonna be recommending. I have to look at the name so I don't get it wrong, but it's a pretty good movie. I did not mind it. It's called Svaha, the Sixth Finger, and it was filmed in 2019. So I'll put the title down below so you can watch that. On Shudder, I also watched Lyle, L-Y-L-E. It's a very short, it's like an hour long movie, low budget, but pretty good and pretty interesting. And so if you are interested, there's that. Not too scary at all, but it was pretty good, I thought. And what was the other thing? I know I watched another thing that wasn't very good. What did I watch? It was on Shudder. I don't remember. But if I remember, I will put it in the comment box so you can look up the title and watch that. But I also watched Crazy Rich Asians after Svaha, the Sixth Finger, as a break, and it was not very good. It was a romantic movie. It was fun. It was fine. Alright, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, for watching it, and I hope you enjoyed the process of me working on the cover. I actually also, yeah, I think you saw me work on the back page as well, so I did that, or the back cover, and that's it. That is the vlog. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next week. Have a good weekend. Bye.